To create wire, let's use the cylinder. I'm gonna hit T, and we have too many subdivisions. I'm gonna just use the just 6, since we're gonna make a really thin, like a long kind of thin materials. And radius, this one, and height like this. Okay. All right. Okay, this is a cylinder. And go to front view again. So to create this kind of 3D model, use a cylinder. I tried several different things, but I found that this works. This works best, and compared to others. Cylinder with 0.2. You can use 0.1, 0.2. It should be small, very tiny. And subdivision, yeah, be careful with this. Don't use 20. Yeah, don't use even 10 or 12. So usually I use the subdivision 6 to create this kind of 3D model, like wire cables, rope. Okay, subdivision x6, and then you need to use this curve tools. You can use the CV curve, you can use EP curve. Let's use the EP curve again. With EP curve, I'm going to start somewhere here. All right. All right, I just drew this line here. You go to perspective view. Do you see what I'm envisioning? What kind of a line or the rope or cable or wire I like to create by using this curve and then the cylinder. Okay, curve and cylinder. So all right, so when you create this kind of 3D model, be careful, don't select the whole your cylinder, but select the only top faces. Do you see why we see all colorful edges? Because of the soft selection. We don't need the soft selection, so we can turn this off. Select only top faces. Top faces. Okay, don't select this. Don't select this. And say you select. I think I select externally selected this. This is wrong one. You have to deselect this. Deselect and deselect. Deselect. So be careful. Select the only top faces. 6 faces altogether. And then the order is very important when you create this kind of object. After this, and then go to outliner as usual. Outliner. Otherwise, it's very hard to pick up this. So outliner, and hold down Command key and the curve. See, select all faces and then curve. Then done. Extrude. So now we got the kind of long bar here. Why? We don't have curved. We don't have this kind of curve on this wire because we didn't add more subdivision. So now we should have a subdivision there. See, subdivision. Also, yeah, the maximum numbers we can possibly put in and divisions is 25. As I told you, you can add more if you want to, if you wish. So you can add more. So now, look at this. After this, probably you're not completely happy at once here, and definitely you like to toy with the control vertex. Where is control vertex? You need to select this curve. And what I do after this, we still cannot see those curves that we created, we drew earlier. What I do, I use the either this X-ray so that you can see through now. See, or we can use wireframe view only. 4, 4, hit 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Curve. All right, now finally control vertex. So now we should see a bunch of control vertices around this rough wire. You can just simply grab one of them. Let's say you want to modify something like this. Okay, you want to modify something like this. Probably you want to modify. You drag those things. Say any of those control. Let's say you can make any shape that you want to. Okay, what if you rotate something like this? And what if you move something this way and that way? See, now it's something like that. So what about like this down here? So once it's done, once you're happy with the shape you got on this wires, and I'm gonna hit 4, 5 again. Okay. So why do we have those choppy jagged and angular edges? Because we never hit actually 3. Now once you hit 3, you can get kind of perfect. So, all right, we started with in a cylinder, and we created curve. I think we use this EP curve, but you can definitely use the CV curve. Okay, this is the first method. Okay, so the second method, you can